it's Flo and I'm back with another video. I know it has been forever. I'm ashy, I look crazy, but we're not gonna worry about that, okay? I'm gonna do a get ready with me and we're going to do a quick little update, just let y'all know what's been going on, what's good. We're gonna start with the Laneige Vanilla Lip Balm. These are my favorite lip balms at the moment. I feel like everything else dries my lips out. So I've been using these. I have one everywhere. I have one in the living room. I have one at my desk at home. I have one at my desk at work. I have one in pretty much every single purse because if you know me, I'm always putting on chapstick because my lips tend to get super dry. But anyways, y'all, that's not what y'all are here for. Y'all are here for the update. Let's chit chat. I am going to one of my friend's birthday parties tonight, and your girl does not typically get out in the evening time, so I'm definitely feeling a little discombobulated. I tried to take a nap earlier. That didn't really work out too well, but I made an effort. So I guess we are getting ready now. You already know I always start with the brows. Update, what have I been up to? It has been, I want to say, a year, if not more, since I've posted on like a full YouTube video. I've posted on the shorts area just because I've been doing a lot of fitness content. And for whatever reason, I feel like it's just easier to post shorts because I can usually film and edit on my phone, and then I edit on the TikTok app, and then once I'm done editing on TikTok, I post to TikTok, I post to Instagram, I post to YouTube, and then I post to Facebook. So I'm posting to all 4 places right now. Speaking of, I should probably be posting to Pinterest as well, but whatever. But I'm posting all of those locations right now, so it's a lot easier if I just do the video on TikTok. I record on my phone, upload to TikTok, do all the editing, whatever, and then do it that way. So that's what I've been doing. I haven't really been doing any full videos, but I figured it might be time to come back with a full one and let y'all know what's been going on. So if you've been keeping up with my Instagram and or TikTok, then you will know that I have been on a weight loss journey, which I feel like I've been on that journey since I started this channel. But the difference now is that I went ahead and called in reinforcements, okay? I'm gonna be using the Super Stay 24-Hour Skin Tint by Maybelline. My other stuff, and even this one, doesn't really match my skin tone right now. Everything just seems super light. And y'all know I don't really do eyeshadow and all that foolishness, so I'm literally just gonna do a very basic face, concealer, brows, and call it a day, because I'm not into all of that. But anyways, so yeah, this one's like really red, and it's kind of giving like you'll see when I put it on, giving like very red undertones, but whatever. I'm just trying to carve out my brows so that it looks clean. But yeah, so I called in some reinforcements and I went to my OB, and she referred me to this weight loss clinic run by a Black woman. She's a nurse practitioner, and so we've been kind of talking about this every time I go into the office. She's like, okay, so what are we doing? You know, and every year it's kind of been the same thing. I'm working out, I'm eating clean, nothing's really happening. Like, I'm maintaining, but I'm not really losing, or I'll lose a little bit of weight and then I'll kind of gain it right back. So it was kind of like that situation, yo-yoing for like 3-4 years that I had been going to her. So finally she's like, okay, do you feel like you're ready to like do something about it? Or are you still like in the, I want to do this naturally phase? And I was like, all right, well, I'll go and see somebody if you have a recommendation, but I can't guarantee you that I'm going to do anything because I really wanted to do everything by myself. So I go to the doctor or whatever that she refers me to. And basically we run a whole bunch of tests. They do blood work. They did like a whole thyroid panel. They did a whole lipid panel, A1C, all that good stuff, trying to see what my testosterone levels are. They did a PCOS scan. So I went and did an ultrasound, and basically to rule out PCOS to see if I had any cysts or anything like that. And that came back with no cysts, no nothing. So technically I don't have PCOS or anything like that, but my body, coming from the blood test results, it's like my body is behaving like I have PCOS, So essentially what it ended up being is insulin resistance. So when I kind of explained my symptoms and what I've been going through in terms of trying to balance my hormones on my own, my doctor was like, okay, well, that makes perfect sense with insulin resistance because those all sound like things that kind of go with insulin resistance. So now we finally know what the problem is. But before I had even gotten to all of that, office, I think she had like Wegovy. She had like a sample box of Wegovy in the office. Now, mind you, I'd heard about it before, but I was very skeptical because I work in the benefits industry, healthcare benefits, right? So I have a lot of background information about a lot of the new medications that are coming out and how they're performing and things like that. So my main concern was just all of the side effects that come with that medication. I always wanted to do things on my own. So maybe that's also part of my ego speaking there as well, where it was just kind of like, okay, I want to be able to say that I lost all this weight by myself, whatever. But it just wasn't happening. I think this foundation is too dark. Like I'm looking and I feel like it's really red around my eyes. I think I'm gonna try the Estée Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup in 6W1 Sandalwood. I wanna say it's probably the same. It's not as yellow or as red rather. It's a little bit more yellow. And I have yellow and red undertones, but the yellower seems to do better on my skin just because it's also going to oxidize. So I try to stay away from doing super reddish tints because I already kind of have a red tint. But anyhow, so she had the samples of Wegovy. Oh yeah, that looks good. She had the samples of Wegovy in the office and she was like, do you want to try a box? The box has like 4 pens, whatever. She's like, you could try it. Let me know what you think and then we can go from there. So reluctantly, and this is after 2 months of going to her, mind you, this is after her watching me for 2 months, basically having me write down everything that I eat, every time I go to the gym, basically all of my activities. She had me tracking everything so that she could see what I was doing. And then when I come back each time, she's just like, okay, this doesn't make any sense because everything that you're doing seems like, you know, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like, what is going on? And I wasn't lying. I was being very honest because for me, I'm somebody, I like to go to the doctor. I'm not afraid of going to the doctor. I like to know when something's wrong with me. When I get test results, I pore over the test results. I look into everything. I Google everything. Like, I used to hate ChatGPT, but ChatGPT is now my best friend. I go to ChatGPT for everything. If I don't know something, I'm going on ChatGPT or Google and I'm gonna figure it out. So I'm just that type of person. I'm very anal about my health. So anyhow, she's like, yeah, you're doing all of the things. At that point, I had been doing a lot of research on TikTok and YouTube and everywhere, trying to figure out how to balance my hormones because I was on birth control for a really long time. And I decided that I wanted to come off of it because I felt like whatever was going on might have been hormonal, and I was right. So coming off of that, I had started taking things like berberine, inositol. What else did I start taking? Folic acid, like different things that I had kind of read about. And as soon as I figured, okay, maybe I'm having this symptom, I would try it. And then I figured that it started working. Like I was getting like little breakouts and things like that. As soon as I started taking the inositol, those completely went away. Sometimes my period would be late by like a day or two. As soon as I started taking inositol, that went away as well. It became super regular. So obviously something was going on with my hormones. So once I came to terms with the fact that I may need some assistance, I told her, okay, I guess I will take it and we can see how it goes. And then maybe from there, you know, we can talk about something else. So we started on the Wegovy. And to my surprise, of course, it worked. And I was like, you mean to tell me I've been working out since 2013, I want to say, because I was dating my ex-boyfriend at the time, and he was like super into fitness, and I was just getting into it. My cousin had actually started going to the gym with me and stuff. Well, he started going to the gym, and I started going to the gym with him because I had to do everything that he did. And so I started going, and I was like, oh, this is actually kind of fun. So I really got in my fitness bag, but my body, it's like I was constantly doing a recomp, but I wasn't really losing weight. You know what I mean? So I've been working out for a very long time. So it was like, you mean to tell me all I had to do was take this shot and this was gonna be the key to everything else that I've already been doing. I already eat like a bird. I already work out 5 to 6 times a week, to the point where I was overtraining. My doctor was like, you're not eating enough. She's like, you're training too much and you're not eating enough. So after all of that, when I combined everything that she told me to do, all the supplements that I was taking, making sure that I'm getting enough rest, water, all those things, and that one little thing, the little jab, it changed everything. It was crazy. Like, the weight literally started to melt off. And since I've started, I think I'm down, was it 82 pounds or something like that since then. I'm still not to my goal, but I'm definitely a lot further than I was when I started, and I'm a lot closer to my first goal. I have a first goal, and then after that I want to lose maybe like 50 or 60 more pounds. I'm about 20 pounds shy of my first goal. So I do still have quite a ways to go, but I feel a lot more comfortable because I'm actually seeing immediate results from all the work that I'm putting in. So my doctor, she actually like called one of her people that she was in med school with, and she was like, I'm using you as a test subject because I really want to understand what is going on. She's like, I've never had a patient that it's been this difficult to get them to lose weight. And I'm like, well, dang, you using me as a pet project is crazy. But, you know, I don't know whether I should be flattered or insulted. I'm using the Tower 28 concealer in Playa. Yeah. So then, whatchamacallit, ooh, that's kind of light. I'm gonna mix it, don't worry. Yeah, y'all, I don't really do makeup like that, if you couldn't tell anymore, because I just go for a more natural look. It's a mixture of laziness and just purely just not wanting to be caked up because it's so damn hot in South Florida. But, yeah. So, where was I? I'm gonna also use the, I don't know how they pronounce this, the Psy concealer in number 15. I'm gonna use that in number 15. It should be a little bit darker. Yeah, I'll put that around. But yeah, so that worked. And basically what I've been doing for the last, I started it in August of last year and we're in August of this year. So it's literally been about a year. What I've been doing is switching off between the Semaglutide and the Zepbound. I'm currently on Zepbound 12.5 milligrams. And the reason why I was switching between the two is because of availability. So if you know about GLP1s, you know that there is a huge issue with the drugs being available. With the Zepbound specifically, I was doing, prior to Zepbound, I was doing compounded semaglutide for a while, and then I went to the Zepbound, and then I was stuck at the 10 milligrams because they didn't have the 12.5 milligrams available in vials, and I wasn't paying the ridiculous amount of money to get it in the pens because I'm paying out of pocket. So they just actually made the vials available in the 12.5 milligram of Zepbound this month, actually. So I just started on the 12.5, and y'all, it is whooping my behind. I haven't really had adverse reactions to any of my doses thus far. What I usually get is maybe like a little bit of nausea, a little bit of upset stomach and indigestion, but nothing really crazy that's alarming. But with this 12.5, I've been tired. I've been taking a nap pretty much every day. And if you know me, I don't really take naps because I've been like that since I was a kid. I've always had FOMO. So I don't really do naps. I've been doing naps. So that's kind of crazy. And just generally just feeling fatigued a lot and just feeling wiped out. I also work out 5 days a week. I work out Monday through Friday. I switched up my schedule so that I could have the weekends off. So maybe that's also part of the exhaustion, because I used to have a day in between workouts. At least during the week I would break it up a little bit, but now I'm just kind of going straight. But anyhow, whatever. But yeah, so that's the biggest thing, is just the exhaustion. And my doctor also recommended that we try metformin with the Zepbound, and that's actually been working really well. Again, the only thing with the Zepbound, the symptoms are kind of like that gassy, a little bit bloated, things like that. So sometimes when I'm eating, like I feel like the food kind of like stays on my chest a little bit. It takes a while for it to go down. So I really have to be careful not to eat certain things that have acid or just things that are really harsh on my stomach in general. I'm going to be using the Dark Deep Mineralized Skin Finish underneath my eye to set. I love that to set because it's the same skin, it's the same color as my skin tone. So it really looks seamless when I use that. And then, yeah, so I'm on metformin, 500 milligrams, so like the smallest dose, because my doctor just wanted to see how I do on it before they tried to increase my dose. And honestly, I think I'm doing fine. I don't think I want to increase the dose because I'm like, yeah, the bloating is ridiculous. And I hate bloating. I take L-glutamine for bloating because I hate it so much. So that's really what I've been dealing with. If you look on my Instagram, my handle is @belleglow. You can kind of see how my body has transformed from when I first started posting my fitness content recently versus now. It's literally been a year. I want to say that I started posting my fitness content, when I started taking the GLP1s. If not in the very beginning, at least a couple months into it. So there's plenty of content out there and you can literally see how my body has transformed. It is the craziest thing ever. Aside from that, what else have I been up to? I don't really talk about relationships on my social media platforms, but I am in a relationship, so that's going well. Knock on wood, you know, because the malveille be wanting stuff to not work out. So I don't really be talking about my business. I don't really be getting into my business because my business is my business. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so there's that. I haven't really been doing the fashion videos because I've really been focusing on my work. The most that I can do right now is the fitness content, because I feel like fitness content is one of those things where it's easy for me to film. It's not always easy to edit because sometimes I'm exhausted and I really don't feel like editing, but I go to the gym every day, so I might as well record it. And I enjoy seeing the transformation. I enjoy kind of being able to inspire other people to go if they maybe were thinking about it and didn't really feel like it. Like, I have so many of my friends that reach out to me and they're like, yo, like, you really make me want to go to the gym even when I'm tired. I still want to get up and go because you went that day. And I know that that helps me as far as keeping me motivated. So I know for a fact that it's helpful to other people, because sometimes I'll be laying in the bed and it's like 5:20 in the morning and I'm like, you really need to get up, because I go before work. So between 4:30 and 5 a.m. I have to be up and going in order for me to go and still make it to work on time. So I'll be laying there and I'm like, ooh, I really want to skip today. Like, my body hurts. And then I'll go on Instagram, and the minute I pop on either Instagram or TikTok, it's one of the influencers that I follow working out. And I'm like, dang, yeah, you can't be a fatty today. Let's get up. Let's go. So I know that is definitely helpful when you're seeing, you know, the things that you want to do in front of you, that you're just kind of like, all right, let me not be the odd man out. Let me go get it too. And I really think that it's super important when you're going for certain goals to surround yourself by people and images of the goal that you're trying to accomplish, because it just encourages you to continue to work towards those goals. And even if you wanted to give up, to kind of maybe not give up, because you see it in front of you and you're like, dang, okay, let me get my behind up and get this done. So that's kind of how I see it in that way. What else do I have to update y'all on? I've really been focusing on my career. I don't know if I've really discussed my career that much. I do work in, like I said, the benefits space, HR space. I'm a corporate girly. And I've really been trying to grow myself professionally. I went and got my HR certification this past, what was it, May? I got that. So that was crazy. I was studying for that and doing all these things at the same time, as far as like working out and trying to make sure that I didn't slip up on work and things like that. Just like maintaining my schedule, but really just trying to grow myself professionally and get myself to a place where I feel more comfortable. I always like to be gaining more experience. I like to be exposed to things that I haven't been exposed to before. So my career is extremely important to me. Anybody who knows me knows this. I've always been the nerdy, I'm like my head in a book type of girl. So as much as I enjoy the extracurriculars, my career and those type of things will always come first, aside from my family. We all know my family comes first, but yeah, so that's kind of been my focus right now. Just getting myself together, my career, you know, my body, my family, and all of that. Just trying to I'm just trying to build that life that I want for myself. It's not something that comes without work. You know, you have to work to get the life that you want. And I've never been afraid of work. I've always been somebody who's been very ambitious. I've always gone after the things that I wanted, and I always get what I want, whether it takes a little bit longer or sometimes it doesn't necessarily look exactly how I would have envisioned it to look, but I always get what I want. That's one thing about me. I'm not afraid to work. I'm not lazy. I'm not afraid of hard work. I'm not afraid of being in the trenches. And I take a lot of pride in that. So that's really what I've been focusing on this last year. I do want to start doing videos again, though. Maybe do some get ready with me's. And hey, I take that back. Maybe I will do some fashion content to fill in a little here and there. But for the most part, you're going to see a lot of fitness content. Go ahead and check out my shorts. And the great thing about that, I'm using the CoverGirl Lash Blast volume. The great thing about the shorts is that they're short. They're literally like a minute or less most of the time. I think I have maybe a few that are like over a minute, but most of them are under a minute. So it's not like you have to sit there and watch minutes and minutes and minutes and hours of me yapping. I literally get in the gym and I get the hell out because I got stuff to do. My schedule is very strict. I don't really got time to do too much parlaying. So yeah, it's a good time. I also, with my hair, I did a Botox hair treatment. So I think the first couple times that I did it, I went to the salon, and my suspicion is that they did a keratin treatment, because with the Botox hair treatment, your hair is supposed to curl back up after a few months. After 2 to 3 months, the treatment is supposed to wash out and it's supposed to curl back up. My hair never curled back up, so my hair is extremely straight. And you'll see, because I'm going to pull it out once I'm done. But my hair is extremely straight. It never curled back up. But at this stage in my life, again, with my focus being on my career and really trying to get myself in a position to be a caretaker and to be a mom within the next couple years or so, I don't really have time to mess with my hair like that, which is kind of why I did it to begin with, because I work out a lot and it's really hard to maintain your hair and maintain a professional appearance when you are constantly working out and sweating out your styles. So the Botox hair treatment was the best thing for me to do, so I went ahead and did that, and I do not regret it one bit. I am so happy that I did it. My hair is so easy to manage now. It almost gives relaxer, but without the relaxer vibes. It doesn't burn. It doesn't anything like that. It's basically like a deep mask treatment. You put it in your hair, you sit under the dryer for 45 minutes to an hour, just depending on how thick and coarse your hair. I usually do 45 minutes to 50 minutes. And then after you sit under the dryer, you basically blow dry your hair out. You have to blow dry your hair super straight. The first 3 times I did it, I went to the salon, but the most recent time that I did it myself. My mom put it in for me, and then I sat under the dryer, I blowed my own hair out, and flat ironed my own hair. I definitely burned. I burned the front of my head, and my roots are not as sleek as they would have been had I gone to the salon, but it's okay. That junk is like $300 a pop, 300 and some change every single time you do it. So I was like, yeah, I can do this myself. It's not a relaxer where it's gonna like chemically burn my hair, so I'm just gonna do it. And it actually came out fine, so I'm gonna keep doing it. But yeah, so you just put it in, and then after you rinse it out like 60%, and then you blow dry your hair, and then you flat iron it. And when you flat iron it, you're supposed to pass the flat iron, I think like 4 to 5 times for each section. So I basically did that. I went through section by section and did that, and it came out great. So me personally, and I ordered it on Amazon. I will put the link in the bio as far as what I ordered, so you guys can see and order. I also saw, I want to say it was Alyssa Ashley. My sister sent a video to me of her talking about her Brazilian smoothing treatment, and it's honestly all the same stuff. And I think I'm gonna try that one next. It's like this brown container. I'll put the link for that one too. But it's like a smoothing treatment that she does the same thing. You put it in, sit under the dryer for 45 minutes to an hour, and then you blow your hair out and you flat iron it. So anyhow, am I gonna do lipstick today? Maybe I'll do some lipstick. Let's see. This is the MAC in Spirit. I always like this color. It's a nice nude. It's not too crazy. And I'm actually wearing, the party is an espresso martini themed party, okay? I'm gonna be wearing brown and black. So the brown lipstick to match. And then I'm brown, so you know. And then I'm gonna be wearing my Yves Saint Laurent purse. It's a brown Yves Saint Laurent purse. It's actually perfect for this. I'm gonna be wearing this purse. And then I have some little short, either brown or black heels, or maybe clear ones. I haven't decided yet, but I'm real ashy, so I gotta handle that first. But let me go get that together because I'm pushing it right now. I need to be out in, I need to be out of here in 13 minutes. So yeah, I'll be right back. So this is where we landed. Me watching TikTok. This is where we landed. And let's let down the hair. Ooh. Scalp itches a little bit, but this is the hair. Ooh. I'm looking at the viewfinder, y'all. I'm sorry. It's giving. It's giving. It's giving baddies. Les attitudes de baddies. Now, the great thing about this treatment is that my hair, no matter what creases it gets, it's gonna go flat regardless. It doesn't hold a curl to save its life. So whatever. But all of these will come out. So I don't really have to worry about that too much, which is kind of nice. It's kind of annoying if you want curls, but I also feel like I'm not really somebody who's gonna sit there and curl my hair anyways. If you can tell, I am a lazy natural. I'm not trying to do any of that extra stuff. I just like to pass a comb through and go. I'm not, like, I'm vain, but I just don't like spending too much time to getting ready. Like, I'm not that girly that wants to be there for 4, 5, 6 hours. Like, it's not my zhuzh. It's not my stilo. So, whatever. But yeah, I'm telling you, the roots is always the problem for me, because with that working out business every day, it's like, even when I do my hair, I literally have to do the roots immediately in a couple weeks again, because my roots are always getting crazy. So this is the look. I'm gonna get up and show you guys the dress as well. So you can see what that looks like. But yeah, my hair has gotten super long, y'all. It's kind of crazy. This is all me. All me. Yeah, this is all me. So my hair has gotten very long, because I really just be leaving it alone. And I trim it very often. Like when I did the treatment this past weekend. It's Saturday today. I did it last Saturday and I trimmed my ends. You're supposed to leave it in for like 48 hours for the treatment to sit on it, but I felt like my roots weren't straight enough. So like a couple days later, I went back in and re-straightened my roots, and then I haven't washed it yet because I kind of just want it to sit. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. So yeah, it's been there for like a week. But anyways, this is the final look, and I will get up and show you guys the final outfit as well. But this is it. Take my little beauty shots.
My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. My bitch bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too.